Hi everyone, this is Tara. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day and you're ready to do some crafting. So today we're going to do these journal page pocket booklets, and they're made from 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, and the pads, it's a great way to use them up. Also a great way to use up single sheets that you might have. So I learned a few things practicing with these, and I'm going to tell you. This one I did first. Now, if you like this version where it's a lower flap, okay, that's how it is. That one is about, let's see, yeah, about just a little under 3 inches. And then the actual folder portion is, let's see, 5 inches, okay. And then this one here, I did it a little higher. I personally, I don't know if I like this one because it's so high that if I clip this, you know, with one of these, it's going to be where you can see it. And then it's also kind of hard to get your hands in there a little bit. So, I mean, if you're using this to store paper in your book or whatever and not your journal, it might be good. But I'm thinking for my journals, I don't like this particular height. I like that it's bigger this way, but because we're working with a limited amount of inches, we do have to, you know, make sure that it's constructed the way, because we are within the 12 inches, you know. Personally, this is my favorite. This is 2 inches in the height of your flap, and then from here to here is, let me get down here where you can see it better, is let's see, yeah, it's, oops, sorry, it's gonna be 5.5. Okay, so I like this one personally. Now we can do these in a few different ways. I was thinking of different scenarios that people might run across depending on your paper supply. I brought along some pads here of paper. I have some vintage music sheets, vintage dictionary pages. I have some cardstock that is not coffee dyed, and then I have some double-sided, okay, and then I have some that is coffee dyed. Then I have some pages I brought for fun to show you how I did how I ended up doing these two. Okay, so we're just gonna experiment a little bit and you can figure out which one is your favorite. I dropped some of my papers, so I'm going to grab them here. Okay, so let me move these out of the way. And I think I'll start with a page of cardstock that has a backing to it. All right, so now this has like a random writing on this side. On this side, it has the music sheets, okay? Because this should actually be in a position where, you know, it's upright, I'm going to use this as my outside because it's so random all over the place, and I'm going to use this page for the inside of the little booklet. And I'm going to lay it here just for you guys so that you can see. I'm not really worried about being super accurate, but there's my 2 inches for the flap. Get that started, and then I'm going to make sure and hold this nice and taut over here. There we go. Okay, my bone folder or your scissor handles. Also, you're going to need some glue. You're going to need your scissors. I have been using the corner punch to kind of soften the corners a little bit. And if you want, we can also do some clipping like here at the top, you know, so it's got that little curve if you want. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fold this up to the 5.5 mark. Make that right there. There we go. And that's not this part, that's where your line, that's your 5.5 mark, okay? This technically is just shy of being 4.5, it looks like, yeah. Just shy of 4.5, so. Okay. Now I gotta tell you guys, I have started this video twice before I realized that my phone was running out of storage. So these actually, I made all the 3 on camera with you guys, but you won't know that because I deleted it and started over because I thought, you know what, I'm done. It's not gonna happen. So what we did discover in the first video was that the 12 by 12, once it's folded in half, is a little bit long, wide I should say, to go into my journals. Now if you like to have different sized pages, it'll probably be perfect for you. I wanted to have these fit within the confines of my 6, 5.5 inch. When I fold my 11, it's 5.5 inches. I wanted that to, be correct with the rest of my journal. So what I did was I came in here and I trimmed off just 1 inch. Okay, I can't even see. I'm just gonna go up here. There's no 1 on this side. Oh, there it is, but it's under, it's like in a hole. It's been cut off there. So anyway, I went ahead and brought my paper cutter out, and I'm gonna be trimming off that. Oh, you know what? Am I doing that the right way? I wanna make sure I am. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna trim off that 1 inch. Okay, and I'll put this over here for now. I'm going to be using it again probably, but okay. So now I have 11 inches across, okay, 2 inch flap, 5.5 inch on the folded part, 4 inch on this part, okay. Now what we're going to do is open it all the way out, and we're going to fold this in half. Now you can, of course, fold this in half at the beginning. I just, I made a joke in the last video I did that my mind kind of works like a pachinko machine. So I just kind of do it as I think about it, So sometimes I remember and fold it this way first, and other times I don't. I apologize. So now you have your 2, see? Your little booklet. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do some trimming so that it'll open and close better. So you want to go from the corner here of your fold and just slightly, you don't want to take too much off, just enough, kind of actually once you get it to a point you want it to kind of straighten it out. Okay, so can you see that the width of that, it kind of gets bigger as it goes along. Okay, that's what you're going to do up here at the top as well. Okay, I was doing it like almost straight, and I realized it needed a slight curve, otherwise those corners will actually fold in on themselves and bend each other a little bit, and we don't want that. So to make that match up, I went ahead and did the outer side as well. And like I said, you don't want to take a ton, just enough for it to match, okay? And throw this stuff away. Okay. So now, as you can see, we have, it'll open and close nice, and you have your little pocket folder, and it's like a little booklet. We could even make this into a little booklet by adding paper in the center. We're not going to today, but that is an option. I'm going to go ahead and round off my corners. I do like my corners for the most part. I do this on pretty much everything. I wouldn't say everything, but I do it a lot. I like to have that rounded look. I think it kind of puts that little finishing touch on most, pieces that I work on. Okay. So what are you guys all up to today? Are you doing any crafting? What are you working on? What projects are you working on? Got any paper projects, journals, mixed media? I was talking to you guys in the last video, if you got to see it, about starting to assign themes to the days of the week, and I had a couple of folks, ladies, tell me that they would really like to have that journal we worked on together, the junk journal the cover I just made, they'd really like to have a video series running that shows me finishing that off. So what I was thinking was that I could choose one day a week and have that be our junk journal day and finish. I don't know if I'll do every single, I probably will finish it, work on it off camera as well, but have days where I come on and show you my process of choosing my papers, prepping my papers one day. I do a lot of work with my paper prep, maybe not as much as some people, but for me it's a lot. So we're just going to be gluing up the sides. I'm talking away and not telling you. We're going to glue up the sides here. You just need a thin layer to seal that off. These are your two little folders. Okay. So this is how it is for a double-sided sheet. Okay. The reason, like I said before, that I did it the way I did is because I wanted this to be upright so that when someone looks at it, and this was perfect because this was such a random, this side was so random, it can be any which way and it doesn't really matter. Oh look, it ended up being upright as well too, so that's good. But this way, you've got a nice clear visual. And now, of course, the other thing I wanted to point out with these fun pockets or booklets, I don't know what to call them, a booklet pocket, is that you can decorate all four sides, which is pretty cool, okay? Because here's how they're gonna, let me show you real quick with a piece of one of the pages. I'm not gonna put it in here, of course. Actually, it might fit in this, but I'm not probably gonna put it in here. But I just want to show you on a piece of page, okay? Now if you leave that inch that I took off, it'll come out about like right there, about a ½ inch. Okay, so that way it's in your journal, and see, it's fun. They're cool. And I was thinking you could also on your journal page, you could actually glue this down and just make it to where a person can use both pockets. So yeah, or you can put a closure on it. In all cases it can have a closure, but you can also put it like in a folder in the front or in the back of your cover. So yeah, it's pretty versatile. And let's get started on the next scenario. So this was with a double-sided cardstock, okay, thickness. All right, now this one I'm gonna do, let's see here, I think because I had made the other one with the shiny pretty, I think I'm gonna use this now and this. And I was saying in the other video that I ended up having to delete, I got this paper pad. It's actually not a pad, it's just a package of papers. I got them at Walmart. They are a pack of 24, and there's 6 designs and 4 each, okay? So in case anyone's interested, they are pretty. I thought I'd let you know that. Now this paper is from Hobby Lobby, and of course it's got their price tag on the back. It's not been coffee dyed. And so I was thinking, and I did it already with the other one, and it worked out very, very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and instead of waiting to trim this, I'm gonna trim it before I glue it together. That way we've got that inch off of there. So pulling out my trimmer again. Hopefully you guys can see everything clearly. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I changed out, I'm just gonna do an inch off right here. Now I'll do it this way so I can measure it. I apologize. I'm still learning how to do all of this stuff myself at times. Plus, I'm a little rattled because I've recorded this so many times. It was a little bit irritating to have that not work out. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I can't remember what I was going to say. I apologize. I was talking about this paper. Oh no, I was talking about the mat. I changed my mat for your benefit because I know that my Tim Holtz glass mat was hitting, that light was hitting it and it was blinding you guys. I tried it in this corner without my lamp, and I need it. As you can see, it's shining right there, but I need it so much because our living room, there's no window right here where I work, and I'm in the corner, and it's brick, and so it's super dark if I don't have a lamp. And I'm, you know, I'm old and I need the light. So I hope you'll forgive me. But I did try to think of you guys, and I brought this mat out. I cleaned it up so you wouldn't have to look at the mess, and I'm using it. So now we're going to get our glue. And this time I'm using my Aleene's glue in my Sugar Bell bottle, because I kind of want it to stay wet for a second, and that art glitter glue dries so fast. And we're just gonna, I just was doing this earlier, just starting in the middle and kind of swirling it around. I just want to get enough of it on there so it sticks good. Once you get it all put together, it's not going to come apart, you know. I'll go around the edges here in a second. Just getting this in the middle first. And the reason I was thinking, like I said before, was about doing it this way was because I thought it'd be kind of cool. You could pick what papers, you know, you want on the front and the back, and then also it reinforces if you've got the thinner copy, or not copy paper, but the thinner scrap of paper. You know how some of them are only one-sided and they're thin, and this will help strengthen that paper and also give you another image on the other side. So that was my thinking in doing it this way, and I think I like all of the ways that we're going to try it today. Depending on, you know, my need, what I have, what my journal is going to need. So I've put my glue down, and now I'm going to go ahead. I got to make sure and get this on the right side because I did trim that side off. Okay, I did. And what I'm going to do is, just since that glue is not dry, I can kind of scoot this around and bring it to where it should be. I may need to trim just a little bit, but that's okay. I already did it in the other video and it worked fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Let me get my glue spreader and I work my way out from the middle to the edge. Kind of hold it so it stays in place. I do see I may have stuck this on the wrong side. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I have really, you know, it's funny. There's some things that I go, oh no, I can't come back from that. But I'm sure that some of you are new and you might feel like, you know, you've made a mistake on something, you got to start it all over, or you got to throw it away or whatever. Do not throw anything away. Really try to work with it first, because it is very possible that it will still work out for you and be a beautiful piece. And seriously, if you ask anybody who's been doing this art form for any length of time, it's very forgiving. Mistakes are made and mistakes are fixed very easily. And so, yeah, don't feel like you have to throw it away, and don't feel, you know, like it doesn't look right. Keep building on it and see where it goes, because sometimes the greatest pieces of work I've done, I have thought were going to end up in the trash, honestly. And I'm not just saying that, it's true. And I've walked away from it going, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I made that. I can't believe that came out of me, you know? And it was all due to the fact that I didn't give up. I didn't throw it out. I kept, you know, working on it. I have a journal, actually, and I don't think I did a flip through. Don't know. I might have done a flip through on it. I'll have to look back at my videos to see. But it's a double set that I did. I sold it recently to a young lady in Taiwan, a sweet, sweet girl. She's actually bought 2 of my journals now. She bought this, well, it's 3 technically, because that one had 2 in it. But she bought that set, and that set gave me so much grief. I was crying at one point because I just didn't think I was going to be able to make this journal work. And it ended up being shockingly beautiful and surprising. It was a huge surprise to me. I'm not kidding, and I'm not saying that for any other reason than that is a fact. I was shocked that it came out the way it did. Yeah. So, and she absolutely loves it. And like I said, she loved it so much that as soon as she got it, the day she received it in the mail, she bought a second one. I couldn't believe it. I was so blessed. And she just messaged me today that she received it. She purchased some of you have looked at the video that's, I do know I did a flip through of that one. It's my purple one that's on here. I believe it's called Children of the King. That one is the one that she purchased, the second one that she purchased, yeah. She just got it today. She's so excited, so I was really, really happy for her. So now let's go in, decide which side we want to be the inside, which side on the out. I think I want this side on the outside again because it's really pretty paper and I just like it. And so I'm going to go ahead. This time I think I'll fold it in half first, okay? Because I did it the other way before. And I'm going to go ahead. Ugh. I've got to make sure and hold this down. I'm very particular about my corners matching, so I try really, really, really hard to make sure that they do. I know that it's almost impossible to make it perfect all the time, but I sure try. And because I did that extra cutting, see, I'm probably going to have a few spots that are a little bit off. Okay, looks good. Now, so we got that middle part, okay? And now we're going to do this part, and I like it, like I said, 2 inches. Okay. I do think that's probably about the best height for me. I don't have that quite, there we go. Okay, I thought so. I didn't have it quite far enough over to measure it correctly. Okay, get my bone folder, smash that down real good. Now, if you're gluing your papers together, you might want to wait and let them dry a little bit. It is a little bit easier to do it like that, but because of the video, of course, I am going to be doing this, sorry, I keep going the wrong way, doing this quickly, so trying to do it quickly. At this point, I'm hungry for lunch. I recorded earlier this morning, did one video, and then I've done this one now 3 times, so I'm hungry. But I'll be okay. Trust me. I'll be okay. Okay. Now, I don't know if you saw what I did there. It was off just slightly, so I gave it a tug, held it really taut, and used my bone folder to fold that in on itself so that it would be a little more even. Okay. I'm going to do it just one more time. Make sure. Okay. All right. Now we have our folder, and we're going to do our cut. You know what, I'm going to do it from the outside. It'll be fine. Without being wet, it's a little harder. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to take it right to the corner. Can you guys see? I'll make sure you can see. I know that shadow there with my scissors. And we're going to go at a slight angle. And like I said, we do, I hope I said it in this one, we do want it to go out just enough to not allow these 2 sides to meet once they're folded down, because they were pulling. I went a little farther than I want on this one because I made it a little bit crooked. I was trying to pull it back, so there. I'm gonna have to straighten it. That's given a little more curvature to it than I actually intended. So just note to you guys and to myself, be careful with that. I am going to take this side out as well so that they match. So I do cut this side as well, trying to make it as even as possible. Okay. All right. And then the middle on the bottom part. Now this part you really don't need to go too far out from the corner again. You're going to take it and bring it up. Hold these tight so that it's even as possible. I kind of straighten it out on this part. I want there to be enough, I want there to be as much folder space as possible. Okay. There we go. There we go. Cool. Now see, I've got that kind of bugs me right there because I went too far. And I don't like that. But, you know, it is what it is. It'll be fine. I'll survive. I'll put some lace there or something and cover it up. You never know. I'm going to round off my corners. It isn't as easy to round them when you've gone that far either. It's not giving me a whole lot to work with there. Just a little heads up to you guys. The next one I will be there's like this perfect sweet spot, because if you don't take off enough right here, as I found in let's see, in this one, when you fold it, these two bend in on each other, see? So this is like, I think this is probably the sweet spot right here. Can you see? So it's just, but it's enough that they don't touch when you open and close it. So, okay. If you're going to put a signature pages between this, it really isn't going to matter. But, you know, this is for, okay. So we're going to glue that down. Oops, got a little bit of too much glue there. Getting a little crazy. Okay. I just opened a new bottle of the glitter glue, and it was super thin. I mean, it's like, maybe my other was just getting old and it was, you know, getting thicker, because my bottle was a month and a half old or something. Yeah, I think that must probably be it. It's probably always like this and I just had forgotten. So anyway, what I was talking about earlier, yes, I'm digressing and going back to what I was speaking of, having themes on different days. So I really want to do, one day I want to do a mask make type thing, because I like to do mask makes of things and just, you know, have a big stash of things for myself. And I do mask make days on my own when I'm here alone crafting. Sometimes I'll just put a mask make video like by Tina on Shabby Dabby Doo Dawn, and I may not even be making what she's making, but I will just sit here and make things, you know, and get them done. And I thought it'd be fun, but I didn't really want to call it a mask make, just because, I mean, you know, I feel like I'm copying somebody else, and other people call it mask make too, and I know that's okay. But so if you guys can think of something we could call our mask make, throw some ideas at me. If you think of anything, I'm being totally serious. I'm inviting you to please interact with me on this. I would love to know what you think. It'd be fun. And then if you have any ideas about other things that we could do, like media, you know, mixed media day, or crazy crafting day, I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Yeah, because I've actually started a list, because I really, you know, I want to have a focus on my channel. If anyone's been watching, I took a drink of my tea, sorry. If anybody's been watching, I have only been on here for, well, I was on here for about a month, and I was doing just flip throughs, and I only had like 3 or 4 videos, and I only had 2 subscribers, and I'll be honest, it was me and my husband. Yes, my husband subscribes to my channel. He doesn't watch it, but he subscribes. And then this last 2.5 weeks, I've started doing tutorials, and I've actually started to grow in my subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you so much. My goodness, I can't even tell you how excited I get when, you know, when one of you join me. I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled. And I'm not on here for the monetization of it. If that ever comes, awesome, but that I really am on here because I wanted to make friends with people. I wanted to get to know other people. I wanted to craft with someone. I was crafting alone, and I just, you know, and I wanted a place to show my journals, because I sell them in my Etsy shop, and you only get 15 seconds. So, you know, I thought that it would be fun to do this, and it has been. So anyway, if you guys think of some things, let me know, because we can implement them and become our own, you know, our own little thing, like you have with other YouTubers, you know, that you love to visit. So I'm looking in my my pads here. I've got like 3 of them. My goodness, I got a little bit out of hand. These are so pretty, but they are just regular paper. So I was going to do one of my other ideas. I think that one's really cool. There was a green one back here like that too. Let's see if I can find it now. There it is. I was thinking that it would be fun to take one of these pages and very quickly, where are we at on time? Let's see. I can't see it. I gotta stand up. Okay, we're at 29 minutes. All right, so we're good. What I was going to say is, I was thinking it'd be fun to just do a quick, easy vintage page collage on here, okay? So I'm just going to tear this. This is a 1937 Webster's Dictionary that I picked up at a Salvation Army store here in Phoenix, and I love it. It was made, one of the reasons I love it is because it was made published the same year my mother was born. And my mother went home to be with the Lord in 1994. So I saw that and went, oh, Mom, thanks. Yeah. So let's see. I don't really think, I'm going to go side by side because it'd be kind of cool if somebody wanted to actually write on the lines of this paper. That's why I chose it. Because if they used the right pen or marker, you know, it'd be cool. So let me grab, where's my, oh, here it is. So I'm going to rub that down, and I'm going to try to make quick work of this. And I'm just going to go ahead tear this down, trim it a little bit on the edge here, and we're going to collage real fast if I can. We'll see how fast. I think I'll put the bugs on there because, you know, we all love bugs, right? Insects. Some people do the most amazing nature journal pages and journals, and I love their collages and the pieces of work they do. And I start to do one, and you know, guys, I don't know, it's just not, I'm not good at it. At least I don't think I'm good at it. Maybe we'll try that one day, doing like a kind of a nature theme where I actually, you know, try something in front of you guys and see what you all think. I personally never end up enjoying mine as much as I do other people's. And I think part of it is, I was thinking about this the other day. Why is it I love certain people's work and then I go to try it and it just doesn't feel right? And you know, I think it's your own, it's what we have, our taste. Like, you can look at another person's work and see the beauty in it, but when you go to do it, it isn't necessarily that yours isn't any good. It's just that because maybe it's not your style, it doesn't set well with you to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not that it isn't that you're any good at it, like I said, but it's that it's not maybe not something that you naturally lean toward. And when you see other people do it, you're drawn to it as far as it being attractive. They did something that's beautiful. You know, they made a beautiful piece of artwork, but it's not your style of work. Does that make sense? I'm trying to say, it came out the other day when I was thinking about it to myself, and it was like, yeah, that's what I think. I hope I'm explaining myself right. So we're gonna go ahead over here. And some of this is going to get trimmed off. That's why I'm going to try to trim from this side. I'm not worrying about this edging because I am going to cut that inch off on the side. So right now I just want to get this down. And I'm doing it really big, as you can see. We're just going to, I mean, some of this is probably not even going to be showing, more than likely. But it's reinforcing. Remember, the biggest reason is it's reinforcing that scrapbook paper, and it's giving you a background for your inside of your booklet. Okay. Looks like I'm okay. This paper sure does tear apart super easy. Let's see, where do we want to put that? No, not upside down. Yeah, there we go. I sure hope that some of you respond and let me know what you think about the theme, you know, days, just for fun. I know that even though I do not have this massive audience, I have people that are now watching these videos that are super creative. I know that some of you are way, more creative. Probably most of you are way more creative than me. I know of 2 people that watch me that I know for a fact their items are just absolutely amazing, and I think I'm even gonna ask one of, both of them if I can sometimes share their ideas on here, because I see some of the most beautiful work come from these ladies, and they don't sell their items, and they don't do YouTube, but their work is phenomenal. It's beautiful, and they're very talented, and I really want to share their work. So you know who you are. At least I hope you know who you are. Okay. And I meant them both through a Facebook group. If you're not a part of any junk journaling Facebook groups yet, you should get to know some people on there. You'll find some wonderful ladies, and some gentlemen, but predominantly it's ladies. And you'll find some wonderful friends who you can share your gifts with, your talent. They'll share theirs, and you guys can inspire each other and encourage each other to try new things. I mean, I just really encourage you, if you're not a member of any groups, to do so. You will not regret it. And it's such a loving, wonderful community of women and men that, I mean, my goodness, just the support is, I was amazed. I mean, and then I started to actually make friends, and now they're my friends some of them are my friends on Facebook, on my own page, not just with the group, but we message each other, and and it's such a blessing to know them. This I need to trim down a little bit more. So, okay, we're getting there, guys. I'm almost done with this part. And then I'm going to try, oops, I got glue in there, to decorate one, but probably only one side, because, time does not allow. This is a super simple collage method. I mean, it's, actually one of my favorite collages to do is just vintage music and book pages. Not even giving it a base, like making this the base and just laying it out and gluing it. I love doing that. I think it's so fun, and it really makes a cool look. All right. So I got a text from my husband. Okay, I got this text, and last week I had mentioned in a video that he had asked me if I wanted to do anything over the weekend, and I had said, nah, I just want to stay home and craft. And one of my subbies, thank you very much, I can't think of your name right now, but sweetheart told me, she messaged me and she said, go out with your husband, you can always craft anytime. And you know what, she was right. So I mentioned that to him, and he was like, yeah, So today I get this text from him, and he says, movies, dinner and a movie this weekend. I'm taking charge. And I said, I kind of figured we'd be going soon. So I think I told you guys yesterday or the day before, I think we're going to go to the movies here real soon. Yep. So I thought that was funny. He's so sweet. So we're going to the movies. So again, I mentioned yesterday, if anybody has, or maybe in today's video, I'm not even sure, I've recorded multiple ones, so if anybody knows of any good movies, let me know, because I would love to hear your thoughts. I haven't really even looked at what's out there right now. So if you know of anything that's been produced that's pretty good, let me know about it. I'd appreciate it. we're gonna end up, looks like, well, we're gonna end up overlapping a little bit, you guys, but that's okay. This part, I think, is going to be inside the folded part, so it won't matter. Come on now. Okay. Oh, that's a good page right there. That's a good spot. Let's. I think I'll put that here. I haven't used my Sugar Bell bottles in like a minute. Not really. I used to use them all the time. Till I got these little guys, and then I was hooked on those. I'm bringing this up a little higher so that I have that picture will probably be right there where that fold is going to happen. And I thought it'd be pretty right there. Okay, and then let's see. What is this guy? I don't know. He's weird looking. I'm not gonna put it there. Oh, let's do this little girl. Okay. And the bird. Trying to make sure I tear the paper correctly so I don't have that white, you know, from the back side where I've ripped it. Yeah, we're gonna put her right there. She looks a little cross though. If you look close at her, I'm gonna try this here, it might be faster. Or not. There we go. Okay. Yeah, she looks a little bit cross. Okay. Alright. And we'll put one more sheet right here of music. That should do it. Maybe tear this edge here so it's not, since it's not on the edge of the page. This is just a little collage. Like I said, this is going to mostly be on the inside of the folder, so it won't be seen a lot, but enough of it'll be seen that it'll look kind of cool, you know. There we go. There, okay? It's a little tiny bit right there, but it's fine. Now, let me just put these to the side. Grab my little paper cutter real quick. This is going to be our last one we make. I wanted to use, let's see. No, I wanted to do that side. That's right. Okay. And I'm going to take it to the 1 inch mark. Try to make sure I'm there. This is where I kind of screw up, is getting it just right on that line so that this is even, you know. There we go. Okay. I do love my paper cutter, but I would like to get, I like the one I saw Gail using. Gail Augustinelli uses that. It's like that, but it's a little bit smaller for her desk. I really like that one, but I've never actually seen it anywhere, so I don't know. Let's do the half mark first, okay? And I was thinking when I was doing this earlier, but now I'm changing my mind, that I could go ahead and do the cuts on the top and the bottom after I get these folded, but I'll wait and do all the folding first before I do that. Okay, so we're going to go up to the 4.5 mark. If I can. Oh, I'm sorry, 5.5. No, wait. Am I wrong? I may have changed my measurements slightly somehow, because I think I did. I think I glued this. You know how I cut one side off? Instead of gluing it like this, I think I turned it. That's what I want to say. And you probably saw me do it and were like, you're turning it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So Okay, I'm going to go ahead and still do it 2 inches. It is going to be a little bit shorter in the height of the booklet, and that's fine. There are no rules, right? We make it as big or as small as we like, and that's what we do. And I kind of like that the edges of this old dictionary are sticking over a little bit. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the height at, oh, actually it's not too off. I think it's okay. Yeah, no, it's all right. I must have folded it the right way. I just didn't do it that way. I didn't do it correctly a minute ago. So, okay, is that even? There, okay. No, what I was saying was I kind of like the edge of that sticking up a little bit. So now that's the inside, okay? And now we're gonna go ahead and trim. I'm gonna make sure these are down because we don't want, like when they go to use the folder, once it's in the junk journal, don't want stuff getting stuck because the pages weren't quite glued down all the way. Okay. So now I'm gonna do those cuts. See if I can do it right this time. Yeah, do it right, Tara. Okay. Is that one? This is the one I screwed up the last time. Now I'm gonna hold it really good over here so that it doesn't move on me. And I'm gonna take it in, but not too much, but just enough where I get it, I hope. Let's test it, okay? Real quick. Let's see. Yep, they're rubbing a little bit. Look at that. A little bit. You know, though, I'm going to leave it. I think it's fine. But I am going to do this side. There we go. And I'm going to round it off. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see up here the red from the edge of the dictionary page. I like that. That looks cool. I am covered in snippets of paper. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and glue this. Again, run it along your edge. Okay, make sure you get it even. I noticed when I pushed it up a minute ago, it was kind of off a little bit. So you gotta be careful when you're gluing it shut that you don't let it lean to the center of your folder, okay? Okay. I can barely see that line. I'm making sure I don't go beyond it. There we go. Okay. And okay. All right. There we go, guys. We got, 3 done. Not a ton, but considering all the, cutting and everything there is to do with these. Now we still have about 12 minutes. I kind of like that one. It's fun, right? It's very vintagey looking. So I think I will, let's see, which one should we decorate? What do you think? I think I'll do this one. It's fancy, it's pretty. Or I could do this one. This one's nice as well. I have a picture right here. I was thinking she would look, I did this yesterday and I just thought that was kind of pretty. Actually, I like her here. So I'm gonna use her as my focal point. And I do not have a ton of stuff sitting here in front of me. I did not pull out any of my little stuff. I'm trying to kind of challenge myself a little bit on this because I've told you before, I have a hard time decorating on camera only because I take so long in choosing what I want. So this time I thought I would just do what I did in the last video, and that was, you know, just decorate and not really think so much about it, you know, because when you start thinking about stuff, at least for me, I start slowing down, you know. So I like the lace underneath, so we're going to keep it. Let me see, what do I have over here? That's blue, I don't really like that. And that's purple, we won't have that. I'm just pulling from my stash over here of things I've thrown to the side. That's kind of cute. And look at my little cups. I know I have a lot of blue in here, but you never know. I might have something that'll go. Yeah. What are some of your favorite things? Aren't they cute? I love these little mini people. What are some of your favorite things to utilize when you decorate? Just curious. I think everybody's like, you know, got their favorite things that they use. And I'm just curious, what do you guys like? So I'm gonna do some real quick. I actually have I'm gonna use this. I actually have this ink here, and I like it because it matches. It actually, I think it will match. Let me check. Okay. Yeah, it goes with that. So yeah. We're gonna make this one more for like a prayer journal. These are some things I have right here with me, and so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna glue this down. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna glue this down first. Or as a matter of fact, sorry guys, I'm gonna use my glue stick or my hot glue gun and put it that way, because that will adhere really quick, and it'll put down the lace and the paper all at the same time, and it'll give it that little raised effect where, you know, kind of looks kind of cool. I like that. Get that as centered as possible. Okay, she's pretty. So that put our lace down and our image at the same time. Let me see here. I am literally pulling from what I have on my desk and not digging for anything. So I apologize, but it would take me longer to go searching and hunting for stuff than this is taking me. So yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm saying. I think this one is pretty. I'm gonna use and what I like to do is, because it's still got a little bit of brightness, I'm gonna grab my little, do I have enough? I think I need a little bit on there. There we go. Just to darken that a little bit. I'm thinking, where is that one? Here it is. So this says, into thy hands, Father in heaven. So I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to put this here. And this says, hear thy children. And if any of you don't know, I've told you before, if you're on my channel, I am a Christian, but I'm also a licensed and ordained pastor. I'm not active at this moment in any church, but I am ordained. So I don't wish to offend anyone. I'm letting you know up front, though, that I am a Christian, and I have no issue decorating my journals with, things that will glorify God. So I hope that everybody understands. I love you all, and pray that this doesn't offend, I hope, ever. But it won't be the first time that I decorate something that talks about the word, or, I heard a joke one time in church talking about Christians who act like they're not Christians when they're not at church, and they're undercover Christians. I am not an undercover Christian. And the longer you know me, the more you will find, no, she is not. I am, I'm pretty vocal and about my faith. I'm not rude or push it on anybody else, of course, but I'm not going to hide who I am. So I don't want any of you to hide who you are either. So, okay? Deal? We're going to put these cute little coffee dyed flowers on here. These I believe I get these at Hobby Lobby. I have some, and I haven't bought any in a while, so it's trying to remember. But you can see she's holding all those flowers, so they match. See? So that's the front of our little booklet, and you can, oh, you know what? It did bend a little bit right here. I'm going to glue that down. Yeah, it's touching just a tad, so I may have to fix that. Not necessarily right this second, but I will probably, well, maybe I might be able to. Let's see. There we go. I did fix it for the most part, I think. Anyway, nope, it's still bubbing. It's all right. Anyway, so there you go. That's our project for today. These are our double pocket, double page, journal page booklets made from 12 by 12 pads, and I hope you like it, and I hope you try to make one. And if you do, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe if you want to hang out some more, and have a wonderful, blessed day. And thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.